And welcome back. I'm Willa, and you're at Willa Trades. And if you're at this channel, you're at this channel because you're interested in day trading. I am a day trader who's been trading for a little bit over, I say almost getting close to 2.5 years, maybe 2.25. Went through a lot of iterations, and I've seen a lot of people in groups that I'm a part of get really frustrated at this point because they expect that they would already be winning. I have started to win more and more and more and thought it would be fun to share the journey and hopefully some encouragement for those of you who are out there trading. First thing we're going to work on our channel is, of course, doing our watch list. We've been doing that now for several weeks. And if you see right in front of us, it's 10/7/2024, which is a Monday. We've got the QQQ chart behind us. I primarily trade SPX using QQQ and SPY. SPX, for those of you who don't know, is the index of the S&P 500. SPY is the ETF. Look those words up. And then QQQ is the ETF for the Nasdaq. Okay, right behind me we have the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq has been really pushing the market around a lot for the last several weeks, so we've been using it as kind of our judge of watching when to make a trade. So the thing I just did was I just took some time to set some supply and demand areas. This supply was already there. Really, I should change the color, but this supply is already there. Go do this. I'm using Thinkorswim for those of you who don't know, who are super new to trading. Thinkorswim is a platform issued by Charles Schwab, formerly TD Ameritrade. Boom. Okay. So this is a supply. You can see we've come up. We started here. This would have been 10/1, first day of the month. And you see we came back, retested, rejected, retested again, rejected, but we're still moving up higher. So we have to actually be very cognizant of the fact that we're pushing higher. This reject was happened overnight. So we're on the 4-hour chart. So when I look at this 4-hour chart, what this 4-hour chart puts me in the mind of is that we might have come to a place where we're ready to break. It's hard to tell, so we're going to be watching this area really carefully. Let's go into a closer chart. So you see we got in closer by using the 1-hour chart. Got a little bit more detail. You can see a lot of candle wicks on the bottom side of this, which tells us that there's been strong buying since we left this area here. One could say that this is now the new, this area here might now be the new demand. But we're going to watch it very carefully. You can see we had a reject. I think this is more of a misprint than it was a reject right here. So you can see we're pushing back up. If we break above this 485 or 486, I should say, this 486 area, then I'm going to be expecting us to move to the upside. If we do not, let's go down in the chart a little bit more detail. Let's go into 5-day. Let's go into 5-minute. So yeah, if we push up and we reject here, you can already see we're starting to see some weakness come in. I'm going to be looking for us to come back down. In fact, I'm going to be watching for us to come back down, looking at this candle formation. Looking at this candle formation, see how we played down. I'm going to be looking for us to go back up as high as pre-market high. If we get up to pre-market high, this is overnight. This is today. We get up, this is Sunday. So this is Sunday late night. This is today. If we get into this area here, which is previous day close and the high from the pre-market, I'm going to be expecting us to play down. Now I'm going to be watching it very carefully. I'm going to be looking for a particular candle formation. Those of you know, I'm going to be looking for something like this. Okay? Or I'm going to be looking for a wick, a long candle down, and another wick and a long candle down right next to it. Okay? If I see that side by side, I'm going to be looking to play this thing down. If for whatever reason this is it and we don't break past this right here and we start in the matter down, I'm going to be looking for a bounce, actually down 482.5, which would have been yesterday's low. Okay, so that was yesterday's low on QQQ. Let's look at how that plays out on our SPY chart. I'm going to be a little bit longer on this video because, of course, it's Monday. let's go look at the 4 hour first. Let's start where we started. Zoom in a little bit. So when we look at the 4 hours, same kind of thing. We already had the supply set up, and above it, we kind of have another version of supply from when we hit all-time highs. So there's a good chance that this is pretty strong. So we're going to come back up, and we're going to see a reject. But we're going to pay real close attention, because if you look here, there's a lot of wicks to the bottom side on the 4 hour, and if we zoom in on the 1 hour, I'm betting it's the same. Yeah, you can see a lot of wicks. So there's been a lot of buy side, and then we closed strong with buy side on the last couple days. So it lets me know that when they're trying to break the supply, and it's possible for us to break the supply, but I believe we'll probably see another dip before we go up and break that supply. So I'm going to be watching again. I already set kind of a mini area. My purples, those of you who don't know, that's like, this is something in me says, hey, using this previous level might make sense. And so you can see here where we were resisting it on Friday, this 571.5 to 571.7 area. We were resisting it, and it's possible that we'll come back up and we'll show strength at the resistance again. Strength to the downside. So I'm going to be really watching this area. And then again, if we get up and above it, then I'm going to be watching the pre-market high and then also the last low. This area right here is real trappy, because you also have a Sunday high just above it. So I'm going to be watching this area really, really, really carefully. And that area is when we get up to the 572.75, really to about that 573.6 area. So I'm going to be watching that really, really carefully for a reject. And then I'm going to be watching for a bounce side. I got another purple area that I set, which is Friday's pre-market low. I'm going to be watching Friday's pre-market low for a potential bounce. Maybe they'll come down here, try to get some orders, bounce it right there toward the end of the day. And I bet something in me says that we're going to close somewhere in here today. We're going to close flat. If we don't go ahead and break up to all-time highs today on a Monday, where there's no news that's really unusual, so that's why I'm factoring that in, that it's a Monday. If this were CPI day, I might say we're going to break it, right? Or the day after CPI. But today, for today's purposes, I'm going to expect us to stay in range, stay in this range that we've set. We can go all the way back down to 565, all the way up to 574 almost. I'm going to expect that to happen today. So I'm going to watch which side we choose, and then I'm going to play the reversal. So either I'm going to play the reject, or I'm going to play the bounce on the downside. So that's my watch list for today. For those of you guys who are interested in trading, please come back and visit us. We're working to the point where we're going to be able to trade live, so definitely hit like and subscribe. I'm going to start to juice up the videos a little bit more, put some cool thumbnails on there so we can get some more clicks. I've been really working at getting it done. Now we're going to try to take it to the next level. Come back and join our channel. We look forward to serving you. Please click like and subscribe to see us trade again here in the future. And we look forward to serving you soon.